It's the year 2043. After a long and devastating global trade war, fractured economies and shifted the international landscape, pirates and corsairs once again roamed the seas. With petrol and the chemicals needed to build rechargeable batteries in short supply, people relied on sails to propel boats and makeshift cars built from the remnants of old machines. A team of young pirates consisting of Americans, Diego, Jaime and Alex, Lee from China, Arjun from India, Shinta from Japan, and Naveed from Bangladesh, were on a mission for the Maharaja near the African coast. They were transporting a satellite and data taken from Waylon Faust, the Industrialist. Their cargo was instrumental to begin the restoration of the previously collapsed global communications network. The mercenary ship rocked gently in the tide as Diego finished his report to his crew. He stood tall, voice steady, recounting the events inside the underground facility. We recovered the satellite prototype, secured schematics, and escaped a hostile ambush. The facility was guarded by advanced humanoid robots. We were assisted by a relative of Waylon Faust, Raymond Faust. Arjun's eyes narrowed. He glanced at Diego, lips pressed tight but said nothing. Diego continued. Raymond proved instrumental in helping us escape. He's joined our crew. The envoy nodded, satisfied. The report was clean, sanitized. Later in the ship's mess, Jaime leaned back, rubbing his chest. You want to know what I woke up to? Half my ribs covered in acupuncture needles. The others turned. I was in the Somali Pirate camp. A young girl was tending to me, assisting Idris, the Somali Pirate lead medic. I groaned, and Idris walked in, chuckling. Told her she always overdoes it. She just smiled and said I was fine. Jaime paused. Then Ayan came in. She was overjoyed. Told me I'd always have a home with the Somali pirates. He hesitated. I thought she was into me. The room went quiet. Then Idris returned, and Jaime confided his suspicion to the girl. She burst out laughing. So did Idris. She's my mom, the girl said, and he's my dad. She handed Jaime a photo, Ayan and Idris with two twin boys about 8 years old. Jaime stared. The resemblance was uncanny. She gets emotional around you, the girl said softly, because you remind her of them, my late brothers. We lost them years ago. Later, Shinta and Isha visited Jaime, revealing that their friends had been taken by mercenaries while he was unconscious. Jaime stood. Then let's go get them. But Ayan stepped in, firm. Confronting the Maharaja is suicide. You're still healing. Be patient. Jaime clenched his fists. I can fight. You nearly died, she said. Focus on recovery. After everyone left, Jaime sat alone with Isha. How's Mujibur? She broke down, tears spilling. Jaime pulled her close, holding her as she sobbed. He saved me, Jaime whispered. He saved all of us. The next morning, Jaime stretched outside, testing his strength. Ayan's daughter spotted him. Back to bed. If my mom sees you, she'll flip. She checked his wounds, applied herbs. You're healing fast. Jaime looked at her. How did your brothers die? She paused. You must never ask my mother about that. Ever. Jaime nodded. She sat beside him. It was years ago. We had a camp on the Somali coast. Mercenaries came for my mother's bounty. She was away. They captured my father. My brothers, 13, expert marksmen, fought back with bows. When they ran out of arrows, they hid in a cave. Her voice trembled. The mercenaries threw an incendiary grenade. The cave entrance caught fire. They were trapped. Jaime's breath caught. When Ayan returned, she turned the tide of the battle, freed Idris. But the twins, they'd suffocated, still warm, still holding each other. She screamed for Idris to wake them, but he knew. Jaime closed his eyes. She lost control, slaughtered the mercenaries, even the prisoners, forced the last survivor to name the commander. She was about to execute him, but Idris stopped her. He placed their daughter in her arms, said they still had one child to protect. They cried, all three. Jaime sat in silence. She became feared. Some pirates left her crew, but others stayed. They understood. Just then, a Somali pirate appeared at the door, signaling the girl. She stepped out, spoke briefly, then returned, visibly shaken. Jaime sat up. What's wrong? She hesitated. There are rumors. Some of our own are negotiating with the pirate nation. Jaime's eyes darkened. That puts your mother at risk. She nodded. And if it's true, we may be facing betrayal. Jaime leaned against the railing, the sea breeze brushing his face as he continued his story. A day after I learned what happened to Ayan's family, Shinta came back with intel. Our friends were on a mercenary boat heading to Africa. He paused, eyes distant. We were getting ready to leave when chaos erupted. The camp was under attack. Two rogue captains, one a Somali trader, the other a Burmese local, both had pledged allegiance to the pirate nation. They wanted Ayan as proof of loyalty. The crew listened in silence. Shinta and I joined the fight. We found Ayan, bound, being escorted by Somali traders. We freed her, but she told us they'd taken her daughter, Aamina. She was already on the Burmese ship. Jaime's voice tightened. I told Shinta to go ahead. I couldn't keep up. On the ship, Isha had already infiltrated. She locked eyes with Aamina, holding a lit Molotov. With a swift motion, she ignited the sail and cut through Amina's restraints with her blade. They were about to be overwhelmed when Shinta climbed aboard. His katana turned the tide. Jaime reached the dock and found both rogue captains waiting. I couldn't use my usual style, so I fought grounded, traditional. I held my own until fatigue hit. Shinta dropped from the boat to assist. Aamina screamed, "Look out!" The Somali trader drew a revolver. Ayan shoved Jaime aside, taking a graze to the shoulder. I retaliated, one of her throwing knives straight to the shooter. Shinta took out the Burmese captain. He exhaled. Afterward, I told Ayan we were heading to Africa. She protested. I snapped. Told her I wasn't one of her dead sons. Jaime's voice cracked. She screamed, then collapsed. I caught her, held her, told her I was sorry, but my family was in danger. I couldn't wait. He looked up at the crew. Aamina asked to come, said she'd take care of me. Ayan gave her blessing. Jaime finished. We found the mercenary boat at the dock, just like Shinta's source said, and we met you there. A quiet settled over the group. Then Arjun pulled Diego aside. Why won't you tell them the truth about Junior? Diego looked at Junior, laughing with Aamina and Lee. He's had it rough. I want to give him a chance to be a real person, not a lab experiment, not the second coming of a failed messiah. Arjun nodded slowly. I hope you don't regret it. I won't, Diego said. They arrived at the Maharaja's rendezvous in two boats. Shinta's sleeker vessel carrying Junior, Aamina, and Lee, the larger mercenary ship with the rest. The Maharaja stood waiting, flanked by guards. Where are the rest of the mercenaries? He asked. Why only their leader? Alex stepped forward. They double-crossed us, tried to sabotage the mission. The Maharaja signaled his troops. Put them in custody. Alex raised his hand. Hold position. We're not being submitted again. From now on, we negotiate as equals. The Maharaja studied him, then nodded. Stand down. Alex turned. Diego, Jaime, bring out the satellite. The Maharaja and his assistant lit up with excitement. Lee and Naveed handed over disk drives. Alex crossed his arms. We delivered. Now our payment. The assistant brought out bags of gold coins, one for each official pirate. For the rest, he said, we have no payment. Alex smirked. They're independent contractors. We'll handle it. The Maharaja and his assistant whispered, visibly tense. Alex stepped closer. Is there a problem? The assistant sighed. We were supposed to deliver the satellite to a Russian crew in the Indian Ocean. They have the means to launch it, but without the mercenaries, we may miss our window. Alex turned to his crew. Give me a moment. Arjun raised his hand. I'm out. Got my gold. I'm taking a vacation. No more evil robots or weird tech. I want real pirate adventures. The others nodded. They were in. Alex returned. We'll take the satellite to the rendezvous, and we're keeping the mercenary ship. The Maharaja nodded. Agreed. Alex turned to the assistant's daughter. Nurse girl, what's your name? She blinked. Chaitri. Alex grinned. Chaitri, we'll deliver this satellite, and if we survive, I'm coming back to take you on a date. Arjun face-palmed. The assistant froze. The Maharaja burst into laughter. American boy, he said. What's your name again? Alex. Alex from America. You have guts. I like you. You have a deal.